Welcome back. You're watching the New Jersey Morning Show on New Jersey. I'm Mike Vivetta, along with Dina DeLisa Gonzar in for Cara DeFalco. Governor Phil Murphy and other officials launched New Jersey's commemoration of America's 250th anniversary at Monmouth Battlefield State Park, honoring the state's pivotal role in the Revolutionary War. New Jersey, the site of the war's longest battle and many key skirmishes, has invested $30 million in preserving landmarks like Trenton's Old Barracks and Princeton Battlefield.
Upcoming celebrations include educational programs, reenactments, and traveling exhibits to highlight New Jersey's revolutionary history. Officials emphasize the chance to celebrate New Jersey's heritage and inspire a deeper appreciation for America's founding.
That's exciting. A lot of history buffs here in New Jersey, so it's good to know that they're going to see that preserved in the Garden State.
For sure.
A New Jersey based talent agent and owner of celebrity talent agency Mark Green has released his debut book called The Show Must Go On: Backstage Stories of a Hip Hop Agent. Well, that sounds exciting. Here he is now to tell us all about it. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you, Mike, and I'm glad to be here.
Well, so tell us about the book. It sounds really exciting. What stories can you share?
So many. The book is basically my story of what it was like, being on the road, working with certain celebrities, acting as an agent, as a tour manager, and as a manager.
I imagine that there are lots and lots of interesting situations, lots of interesting places you have been. So, what was your first exposure to hip hop?
Well, my first exposure, I was DJing in Inglewood, New Jersey, and I was approached by a promoter to be in the Battle of the DJs in the Bronx. And it was during that time when I first experienced and hearing rap music, and that was 1977. And at that time, I brought it back, what I learned from watching them in the Bronx, I brought it back to New Jersey and happened to run into a friend of mine from high school named Guy O'Brien, who later became Master G. And I introduced hip hop and rapping to him.
Wow, that's exciting. It really goes back a long way. So, what made you want to be an agent initially?
Well, I was on the road as a tour manager working with a lot of hip hop artists, and I was always dealing with an agent. So, I like the idea of the whole prestige idea of, coming to work with a suit and tie. And back then, this was the early 80s. So that was pretty impressive for me.
Now, who are some of the hip hop careers that you've helped develop?
Well, one of my first signings was Will Smith, aka Fresh Prince, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Salt and Pepper, and Roxanne Shante were some of the first three that I actually signed.
That's exciting. So, talking about all of this, you have going back to DJ Herc there in the Bronx. It's so exciting. Why is it so important to have for professionals, to have these this representation in the creative world in today's entertainment landscape?
Well, the over the years, hip hop changed the way we did business, and it's just important to have someone who knows and has the knowledge of dealing with contracts, dealing with terms and conditions, everything that has to do with putting a show on, and just being able to have that actually street element about you too, because that's pretty much what you're dealing with when you deal with hip hop.
And Mark, where can we find more information about the book?
Yes, the book is available on Barnes and Nobles. It's on Amazon, and again, it's my story. Working with different artists, everybody from Prince to Usher to Timberland, you name it. There's a whole bunch of artists that's listed and talked about in the book.
All right, Mark Green, talent agent and owner of Celebrity Talent Agency. Thank you so much for joining us on the New Jersey Morning Show.
Thank you guys, and thank you for having me.
Wow, signing Will Smith, Salt and Pepper. That is pretty darn cool.
Some big names, and I love how the origin of hip hop being in the Bronx, how New Jersey's just a few miles away, and he was one of the people responsible for helping across the rivers.
I'm sure that book has some really exciting stories.
Yep.
Well, coming up, Here we go. It's that time. A Christmas-themed bar is popping up just in time for the holidays. Find out where next.